Jacob had 12 sons: Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun. These all were the sons of Leah. Gad and Asher, sons of Zilpah, Leah's servant girl. Dan and Naphtali, sons of Bilhah, Rachel's servant girl. And Joseph and Benjamin, Rachel's sons. Joseph was Jacob's favorite. He should have known it would lead to trouble, but Rachel had died when Benjamin was born. And Jacob had loved Rachel so much, he could not help loving her sons more than the other children. And he did not even try to be fair. He spoiled Joseph and dressed him in a special coat, one that should have been given to Jacob's first son, Reuben. This made all the brothers jealous and they hated Joseph. There was more trouble because Joseph had dreams, and in his dreams his brothers and his fathers too were bowing down to him. Even Jacob was cross when Joseph boasted about his dreams. One day, Jacob sent Joseph out to check that his brothers and the flock were well. But when they saw Joseph coming, they decided to kill him. Reuben, who was hoping to rescue the boy later, persuaded them not to kill him there and then. "Throw him into this dry well," he said, and they agreed. But while Reuben was looking away after the sheep, some traders passed by on their way to Egypt. The other brothers sold Joseph to them for 20 pieces of silver. When Reuben returned, it was too late. They took Joseph's special coat and stained it with the blood. Then they went home and showed it to their father. Jacob wept bitter tears, thinking that wild animals had torn Joseph to pieces. He would not be comforted. Meanwhile, Joseph had been sold as a slave to Potiphar, an officer of the king of Egypt. Joseph was a slave in a foreign land, but he was not alone. God was with him. And Potiphar was soon so pleased with his new slave that he put him in charge of his household and all his business. Joseph was good looking, and Potiphar's wife fell in love with him. But he was loyal to his master and would not make love to her. Then Potiphar's wife grew angry and told lies about Joseph to her husband. She said that Joseph had attacked her. Potiphar was furious. He had Joseph flung into the king's prison, but God was still with him. He won the prison governor's trust, and he was put in charge of all the other prisoners. One of them was the king of Egypt's butler, the man who served his wife. Another was the king's baker. One night, both men had strange dreams. Next morning, when Joseph came to bring their food, he found them worried. What could these dreams mean? In Egypt, in those days, people took their dreams seriously. Every dream had a meaning. God can show us the meaning of dreams, Joseph said. So, the butler and baker told Joseph their dreams, and God showed Joseph what they meant. The butler had dreamt of a vine with 3 branches. He picked the grapes and squeezed the juice into the king's cup and gave it to him. In 3 days' time, Joseph said, "The king will set you free and you will have your old job back. Please be kind enough to mention to the king and help me get out of prison." The butler promised. The baker had dreamed. He was carrying 3 bread baskets on his head, full of pastries for the king, but the birds were eating them. In 3 days, Joseph said, "The king will bring you out of prison, but he will cut your head off." Everything happened just as Joseph said, but the butler forgot all about his promise.